morning, my dear and lovely students. I hope each and everyone is doing well. And I believe by God's grace and inshallah everybody is well. So we've come to the last session of Unit 4, which is forms of assessments. And the last session, we are going to talk about grading procedure. Grading procedure, how grading is done. Okay. So these are our objectives for the session. Objective one, I'm saying you'll be able to improve assessment and grading in biology teaching. At the end of the session, you'll be able to introduce assessment uniformity in schools and also make effective use of marking scheme. So these are our objectives for this session. So to improve assessment and grading and also introduce uniformity in schools, it is recommended that schools adopt the following WASI grade structure for assessing grades on students' test results. Some of you are saying University of Cape Coast, our grading system is one way or the other, different from the other universities. And this makes us the university of competitive choice. So all the time I advise students that you inform your colleagues to buy UCC forms. Okay? Doesn't mean that our grading system is too tight. So back to the lesson. So improvement of assessment. Now, you could see that grade A1 ranges 80% to 100%. And then remarks is excellent. Grade B2 is 70 to 79. Then the remarks is very good. Grade B3 is 60 to 69. And then the remarks is good. And grade C4 is 55 to 59, and then is credit. C5 is 50 to 54, which is also credit. And then grade C6 is 45 to 49, which is also credit. And grade D7, which is 40 to 44, which is pass. And D8, which is 35 to 39, which is pass. And then F9, that means you are failed. When you are assigning grades to students' test results, you are encouraged to apply the above grade boundaries and the descriptors which indicate the meaning of each grade. So the grade boundaries, as I've indicated already, you have 60 to 69, 50 to 54, among others, are the grade cutoff scores. For instance, the grade cutoff scores for B2 grade is 70 to 79, as you can see. So that is the grade cutoff point for B2. Now, when you adopt a fixed cutoff score grading system, as I've explained or as I've given you an example, you are using the criterion reference grading system. And this simply means that measuring the achievement of the students against preset standards or criteria. So by this system, a student must make a specified score to be awarded the requisite grade. So I've explained these ones already. So the grade boundary 60 to 69, 50 to 54, among others, are the grade cutoff points. Then I've given example B2, which is 70 to 79. And then when you adopt a fixed cutoff score grading system, as in the example stated earlier, you are using the criterion reference grading system, and this indicates measuring the achievement of the students against the preset standards or criteria. So by this system, a student must make a specified score to be awarded the requisite grade. And this system of grading challenges students to study harder to earn better grades. So it is a very useful system for grading achievement tests. Now always remember to develop and use a marking scheme for marking your class examination script. A marking scheme consists of the points for the best answer you expect for each question, And then the marks allocated or allotted for each point raised by the students, as well as the total marks for the question. For instance, if a question carries 20 marks and you expect 6 points in the best answer, you could allot 3 marks or part of it, okay, depending upon the quality of the point raised by the students. Okay, you could allot 3 marks or part of it to each point, so totaling 18 marks, and then give the remaining 2 marks or part of it for organization of answers. But for objective test papers, you may develop an answer key. So it is hoped that this session would enable you to improve your commitment to the use of profile dimensions in your biology teaching and learning. And you are also at liberty to add us on, as we could not teach everything in this session. We also have the liberty to add. So I thank you for your attention. Okay, I want you to review the last session for Unit 4. So I've stated some questions in there, which is going to serve as a review. So question 1, I'm saying examine the grading system and draw your own conclusion based on why it should be adopted by all schools in Ghana. And then what is criterion grading system?